Hi everybody and welcome back to Twilight Princess HD. In the last episode we completed the Cave of Ordeals, an optional dungeon of 50 floors with progressively tougher and tougher enemies, and we grabbed our final 3 Poes from within that area. But before that we completed the Palace of Twilight and defeated Zant. But Zant is not the main villain of the game, and the main villain of the game is in fact Ganondorf, and he is lying in wait in Hyrule Castle. So that is our next objective, is to head up the main road, up to Hyrule Castle. However, we did grab all the Poes, as I just mentioned, in the last couple of episodes, in the Cave of Ordeals, so now let's go and free Giovanni from his curse. He's been waiting quite a long time, you might say. That cat was like mid-stretch in that animation there. Like weirdly elongated cat there. And strange shadow on the wall as well. And let's climb on out. And hello, Gengal. You're right. Thanks for your help. All this money, what are we going to do with it? I don't know, but we're going to find out soon. Oh! Oh, you did it! Look at me, I'm back to my old self again. Thanks to you, everything in my life is coming up roses. Ha ha ha! Oh, of course, I need to thank you. Please accept this. And he gives us a silver rupee, not that that's too important right now. However, I think he will continue to give us money. Alright, I need to let my girlfriend know that I'm back. So yes, he will give you infinite rupees, I assume. So yes, that's the entire reward for getting all the Poes, is just 200 rupees. However, if you talk to Gengal, only in this version, thanks for all your help. All this money, what are we going to do with it? Oh, hang on a minute, that's not right. What? Something's meant to happen here. I wonder what expression will be when he sees I'm back. Okay, I think I might have jumped the gun, maybe? Yeah, okay, I thought Gengal should have something for us, but it doesn't seem to be activating the thing. It's a very important thing as well. So I wonder what the requisites for it are. Okay, hang on, let me... So Giovanni, after we free him from his curse, talks about go visiting his girlfriend, but if we head over to Telma's bar, Giovanni is now sat inside, weeping at a table near the postman. Funny that. You could dine together for a change. Oh, wow, I hadn't seen her in a while, and she'd started dating another man. Oh. So yes, Giovanni is now gripped in depression. That's such a good reward for collecting all the Poes. Yeah, we don't give Giovanni happiness. We give him extra sadness. Lord knows how long he's been frozen, trapped in his gold casing inside his room. But alas, yep, Giovanni is now super depressed. And Link, what the hell? Do you want to stop rolling into the wall? I'm sure I was holding downwards there, but clearly it didn't register my input for some strange reason. Okay, so now we go back to Giovanni's house. Bit convoluted, possibly? Can't even get through the front door still. Giovanni is still very secure, keeps his door locked at all times. Which is a smart decision, honestly, considering most houses in the Zelda series allow you to enter freely and go and break all their ceramics. Anyway, Gengal, now do you have the thing for me? Oh, it's you. I see, so Master got dumped, Well, I guess it goes to show that for humans it's all about money. I guess that means we don't need any more money, so you can take it all. So now we can come here and get infinite rupees, because, yeah, we definitely need money at the moment. Here, take this too. And the main thing that I wanted here was the stamp, the rupee stamp. And that's the main reward that I wanted, personally. However, yeah, I guess we can get any amounts of money from Gengal now. Which is a little bit broken, I kind of guess. I don't know if that's really a worthwhile reward for collecting all the Poes, but you know, at this point in the game we've already got a whole bunch of tools that make us overpowered and broken. So yeah, might as well throw another thing in. We've got Great Fairy's Tears infinitely spawning at the fairy fountains now that we've completed the Cave of Ordeals, as long as we don't already have one. And we can also, of course, there. And now we have infinite money as well, so we can just wear the magic armour for as long as we like. So yes, a few little broken rewards here and there, which make the game incredibly easy. Anyway, let's head on up to Hyrule Castle. It is time to begin the final dungeon. and the barrier around Hyrule Castle has been dispelled by some kind of eldritch horror, you know? Just Midna's transformation with the few shadows is honestly completely out of nowhere, and it looks super freaky. But, well, I digress. It granted us entry to the castle, so let's not complain too much about it. But here we are, in the courtyard of Hyrule Castle. And I kind of forgot about the few shadows, to be honest. Well, I usually do, because there's something you grab in the first part of the game, and then you forget about them. And apparently Zant steals them at one point, and we get them back after defeating him in the Path of Twilight. But I don't really remember having the few shadows stolen from me. Anyway, this is Hyrule Castle. Well, it's the courtyard of Hyrule Castle, and I've already taken damage, so say goodbye to the Great Spin. And there are two ways to go from here. Well, three. There is a locked door blocking the front of the castle, but in order to get through there we need a key, and we can go to either the left wing of the courtyard or the right wing, and I'm going to go across to the right wing first, and somehow I blocked your attack. How the hell did I do that? I was behind you. And yeah, we get force fields and some kind of enemy encounters while trying to go through the doorways. Maybe I took a little bit too much damage there, considering there were only bokoblins. But yes, through here, I think we get another enemy encounter. Pretty plain, maybe a bit dull, I think, this dungeon. Although it does allow you quite a lot of freedom. So there is you can choose to go to the west side, or you can go to the east side. Personally, I prefer going to the east side first. And we got another red bokoblin encounter. This is it this time. Just these enemies. And also these, I think these barriers actually hurt you if you walk into them, so I'm not going to do that. If you're playing on the gamepad only, these barriers seem to lag the game really, really badly. This entire area seems kind of a bit unoptimized for playing only on the gamepad. I've been playing on the TV, so I haven't really noticed anything. Also, there are so many goddamn bokoblins. I'm just mowing them down with the spin attack, but I'm not doing a particularly good job, especially when I can't get a spin attack going. Get rid of them and do a finishing blow. And one of them remains standing. God damn. Wow. Consider... I've mentioned it before, but it is the small enemies travelling in packs that tend to do quite a lot more damage, because this game's combat is... It's kind of in-depth, you've got all the hidden skills and stuff, but at the same time, if you're surrounded by enemies, it's very difficult. I think this combat style is more suited for one-on-one. And speaking of one-on-one combat, there is a pulley in amongst the grass, which opens up the gate. And I think it's through here is a particular familiar face. Oh, here we have a big arena. And hello, where the hell did you jump from? And how did you not break your ankles? I have come to play! It's King Bulblin, and he speaks now, I guess. That's also out of nowhere. Same with the Midna transformation with the few shadows. Who the hell designed that thing? It's like a weird half spider. Let's strafe around to the back, and this is practically the same fight as the one in the Bulblin camp in the Gerudo Desert. So yeah, make sure that you avoid his little fake out thing, like this. You can get a couple more hits on him, but then you need to step away, because he does like an instant turnaround, and that does a crap ton of damage, as I found out. And somehow I was swinging at him. He's got some weird invincibility frames, King Bulblin. Something I've noticed during the couple of fights with him. This time I think he's going to take quite a lot more hits, so need to watch out for various swing attacks, but he's pretty slow and sluggish. Just get behind him, and then when he's down on the ground like that, back away, or you're in for a beating. Oh, he's doing a spin attack. My bomb arrow did nothing. So yes, that's a new technique that he has, but alas, he's still very, very slow. Enough! I ship sails in the morning. Sorry. And we get a small key from him, which will unlock the main door. follow the strongest side. That is all I have ever known. And where did Lord Bulbo come from there? Just appeared out of thin air. Jack, he spoke. Yep. Yes, he did. Well then, anyway, moving on. That was a bit of a random encounter with King Bulblin just in the middle of Hyrule Castle for some strange reason. We haven't seen him in God knows how long, not since the Bulblin camp in the Gerudo Desert. But he just randomly decides to make his final appearance in Hyrule Castle, and he randomly speaks, and I don't know, Hyrule Castle seems kind of strange in terms of dungeons in this game. I've said it, it's a bit, it's very explorative. You can go. In fact, I think I missed a chest. Yeah, there's a chest on that upper ledge. Hang on, I'm just going to run around again. I missed it. You have to land on it from the upper ledge, but I jumped too far. But yeah, as I mentioned, it's a bit of an explorative dungeon, but at the same time, there's a lot of things in here that are just weirdly placed, I feel. There's the chest. It's probably nothing important. It's just 20 rupees. Considering we now have access to infinite rupees, that is a pretty bad reward, honestly. Honestly, game, why would you do that? We don't need rupees anymore. I should probably de-equip my Great Fairy's Tears, in case I accidentally use it. So yes, we have a random King Bulblin encounter over on that side, and we now have the main key so we can unlock the main door. But I'm probably not going to head inside the main castle in this episode. I'm just going to explore the various courtyards around the place. And here we have another set of Bokoblins, and probably going to get dive bombed by Cargaroks. Yep, there they are. Who are just randomly flying around in the air above you in all the gardens. And Bokoblins, go away. Where do they come from? I feel like they just spawn in out of nowhere and then just run in through the force field thing. I'm just going to use regular sword swings now to deal with Bokoblins, because if you spin attacks it just knocks them down and then you have to wait for them to get back up again, or use an ending blow. And when there's too many of them, ending blow is not optimal, because they'll just attack you, clearly. Okay, we already have the key, so what is the point of going to this side, you might be wondering. There are a few goodies over this way, including, I think, it's either the compass or the dungeon map, and one of them is going to be quite important. So in this side of the castle courtyard is a little bit more dilapidated. All the walls are falling apart, and we've got a bunch of Bulblin towers. I need to change from bomb arrows, probably. I don't really need to use bomb arrows to shoot them down. I could run up to them and use the ball and chain. These towers are the same as they're the same as the one in the Cave of Ordeals, so you can knock them down with the ball and chain. Also, there are some exploding barrels on the other side of these fences, so watch out for those. And I'm just going to knock them down with the ball and chain, but there is something around here that we could use. I think you can also destroy these fences. Never mind, clearly not. I'm just trying to show everything off. Come on, knock the tower down, Link. I mean, what are you doing? Knock it down. Or I can just destroy these Bokoblins. Wow, the ball and chain is actually quite effective. Takes care of them in 2 hits. Oh, these stupid archers, stop! I want to knock down this tower. Go! No. Okay, maybe I just can't knock it down then. Okay, I'm just taking unnecessary damage at this point, fumbling around with the goddamn towers. Okay, let me use regular arrows. If you allow me time to shoot when there's 3 of them shooting at you at once, God, interrupts the shooting animation. Okay, and I'm going to leave you alive and try and knock the tower down that you're standing on, because you can't hit me while I'm standing underneath you. Okay, let's knock this one down. Please tell me the ball and chain... There we go. What the hell? Why didn't that work before? I was throwing it at it. How many times did I throw the ball and chain at the tower before it broke? What? Does it just not... Hang on, do you... What? Why is it like a select few towers that you can knock down with a ball and chain? Well, whatever, stupid. But if we get over this way, there should be some bulldoze at the back there. So let's knock down... What? That got knocked down on the backswing rather than the... Oh, whatever. So confusing. I'm sure you meant to go around this wall and find the bulbos, and then you ride on the bulbos to crash through all the gates and all the towers, just like in the Bulblin Camp. This is pretty much just a revisit to the Gerudo Desert at this point. Just exploring grounds of Hyrule Castle. I also need to watch out because I didn't destroy any of the exploding barrels. That might get in my way. If I run into them with the Bulbo, it'll destroy, knock me off and probably hurt the Bulbo. I don't think the Bulbo can actually perish though. Let's crash through all the towers. And hello, Bulblins. I need to turn. No, messed up. Oh well, we made it to the end of all the towers and stuff. And here we have a random area right at the back of the west side. And you can see there are several propellers on top of these columns, so it's time for an item we haven't used in a while. It's the Gale Boomerang again. For some reason, they just keep bringing it back. And the solution to this puzzle is hidden under these leaves on the ground. This puzzle is pretty similar to one in the Forest Temple right at the start of the game. I guess there's just like reliving things, possibly? I don't know. Do you remember this puzzle from the Forest Temple? Well, you're doing it again, and this time the solution is a bit different. Hang on, I already forgot the pattern. It's like a lightning bolt, okay. And you can see the pattern on the ground is the shape of the Triforce. That Triforce motif is all around. So let's target these propellers in order. I assume this is the right direction we're meant to be doing it from. And the final propeller is in the middle, so 2 propellers go unused. Let's just watch it spin around the top. And that opens up the way to a big chest, and this big chest is either the dungeon map or the compass. I can't really remember. We're about to find out. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. It's the map, okay. Yeah, I remember the compass being a little bit further into the dungeon. And there is a ladder back here that we can use to climb up onto the wall, and there is actually something on top of the wall that we need to grab. However, there is a very, very sneaky hidden area. So, you remember this pile of leaves was blocking this symbol here. Well, there's also a pile of leaves over here, just one random pile of leaves, so let's blow it away and see what's underneath it. Maybe a little bit of a cracked floor, but that's hardly noticeable. But if we go into wolf form and turn on our senses, there is a dig patch here. Let me just have a quick look around, see if there's anything noteworthy. No, okay. So yes, there's a random hidden dig patch here, and this is a. I can't actually stand right on top of it for some reason. Come on, dig, you fool! And under here we get teleported away. And I probably should have had a look at the dungeon map beforehand, because here we are in Stone Hyrule Castle, but we're in a strange back section. If you have a look at the map, you can see where we've dug to. We are now at the back of Hyrule Castle in a very sneakily hidden area. And honestly, it's very sneakily hidden. They don't really expect you to use... they honestly don't use the senses all that much in this dungeon, so I think they force you to bring it back for this part. And this is a graveyard at the back of Hyrule Castle. How very, very spooky. Got a bunch of Stalkin rising from the ground. I don't think there's anything like major threatening around here. There are a few Stalfos as well. But you know what we can do with them. If I equip the ball and chain, we can deal with them very simply like that. And there's a couple more on this side. In fact, can I hit them before they even rise from the ground? Might need to shimmy a bit closer. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Oh, well, they stood up anyway. Hello? I'm behind you! They were facing completely the wrong direction. Right, that actually hit me somehow. Didn't yank in the ball and chain quick enough. So, I've got a little mini puzzle. In here we can see a treasure chest, and there's a torch at the back there. And it's very, very cryptic, because also over here we have another gateway with a couple of owl statues inside. So, yep, we're going to be using the Dominion... Oh, hello! Actually, I was too busy talking about the owl statues and didn't see you approach. Random Stalfos appear out the corner of my eye. So, it's a bit cryptic. What are you meant to do? Well, turn on your senses again. This dungeon is definitely bringing back the senses, and you'll find a few things hanging around. For example, around the point where we dug in, we'll find spirits of Hyrule Castle soldiers who are pretty creepy, and they also point in a certain direction. They're actually pointing to the dig patch where we entered, I think, anyway. Actually, no, they're pointing to where we need to go in the long run. So there's a sneaky hidden route up there. But yes, have your sensors on around this area and you'll see the spirits of Harrow Castle soldiers for some reason. No, well, I'll take the skull with me, why not? I'll ask poor Yorick. And there should be around the graves, I think I'm too far in. Yeah, here it is. Around the grave somewhere we find another set of soldiers, and they point to this point in the ground. That is my sacrifice, this random skull. And I think what we need to do here is blow it up. I think that's a bumble rock, is it? Or can I use the ball and chain on it? Is it a rock? It is a rock, okay. And underneath is a button, or a switch, or whatever you want to call it. Let's weigh it down. No iron boots required. And that opens up this gate over here. And there is a chest inside. And it's only 100 rupees. I don't think it's a too important item. There's also a couple of chests in here, which are probably just going to be more rupees. Yep, I think we've dug into Harrow Castle's supply. Now, what's also weird in this dungeon is a green rupee? Really? You're going to give me that now? Okay. Okay, I guess. I don't... Well, sure. But it won't fit in your wallet now, so let's put it back. I don't think it does that in the original game. I think in the original game it only forces you to put it back if it's an amount over 20 rupees or over. So now we're bringing back the lantern. And they got free lantern oil there, so you're never going to run out. And in fact, I think we used the lantern a couple more times in this dungeon. And for some reason, lighting that torch makes the rain stop. Don't understand that. But now we can head over this way, over to the other gate, and we'll see that there are two torches. And let's light them both. We couldn't light them both before because it was raining, and the rain would put out the fire, as it just did. That's a feature that we haven't seen before with the lantern, I don't think, is the rain puts out any torches you light with it. It doesn't affect the lantern itself, though. And now we can free these two owl statues and put them over on this side by the dig patch at the entrance, which the spirits, the soldier spirits, were pointing to. And let's hurry it up a bit. Shimmy into place. I can't be bothered to reposition. And yep, now we're bringing back the Dominion Rod for one-time use only. Any other items you want to bring back, game? Maybe the spinner. Who knows? Oh, so what's this say? Door opens where spectres gaze. Is it referring to... Wait, can I read that sign? Maybe on the gate? I don't know. The door opens where spectres gaze. That's referring to the spirits, I assume. But in order to read that sign, we need to have already opened the goddamn door. So, is that a hint at all? I don't know. But now we put both owl statues into place, and now we can jump across both of them. Random owl statue puzzle in Harrow Castle. God knows why they did that. And stupid ungrabbable ledges. A sheer annoyance of these owl statues. Come on, maybe I should have lined them up a bit better. Or maybe I need to work on my jumping skills. And back here we have another gate we need to open. And this is, in fact, another key. So yeah, if you come across to the west side for a key, instead of the east side, you've got to go through a whole more bunch of shit, including solving lots of puzzles. You've got everything you need out here. Now get in the castle through the front door. Huh. Well, that's weird. Well, I don't know why Minna would say that normally. I guess that's saying, yep, you've collected everything. Kind of helpful, I suppose. But I did want to quickly check something, because that message on the back wall is confusing me. I think that's the solution to this puzzle over here, but in order to read it, we need to have done that. So is there anything that I'm missing? Ah, okay, we can read the graves. The cursed swordsmen sleep before the sacred tree. Okay. So yeah, there are hints to use your senses around. In the land where the rain stops, the Statue of Time moves. Okay. So yeah, I just solved the puzzle without looking at the hints. Well, I've also played the game before, obviously. So, and here is the quote-unquote sacred tree that the spirits were under. So yeah, a few little hints here and there. But we grabbed the two keys that we require in this area, so let's dig on back through to the west side. Whoa, explosion of leaves right there. Considering I wasn't even on top of them. God, I'm standing right on top of it. Why is this so precise? There we go. God, I'm very irritable in this episode for some reason. These stupid owl statues, these stupid dig patches. Make it stop! And now we can enter through the front door of Horror Castle. I'm probably going to heal up in between episodes. But let's ride along this top wall to get back to the door leading to the central courtyard. And there is, in fact, something else of importance on this wall. And I was holding forward. What? Stupid rolling animation. Why is everything so annoying today? Let's roll on over, following this wall around. I think we can jump off at any time. Oh, hello. Bulblin have respawned. Aha! You didn't even see me coming. From a different angle. And on this upper wall, at the very, very end, is a big chest, which I think was a small chest in the original. And here is another stamp. Is the sad Zelda stamp. Is it because it's raining? And let's hop back. Wait, the Bulblin notice me? Yeah, they have. They're about to start shooting. Let's deal with them quickly before moving on. Ah, the Bokoblins have respawned as well. Well, I can get the jump on you this time because I can exploit these barrels and completely flat out miss you. What about this one? Nope. Okay, that's completely useless from here. Well, I'm just going to ignore the Bokoblins because they're a little bit more hassle than they're worth. Anyway, made it back to the central courtyard, and in the next episode we will head in through the front door using one of our keys and then make it to possibly the boss door. So I will see you then. Bye for now.